How has being vegan affected you socially?
I've met some of the greatest people I could ever hope to meet through being vegan. I'm talking to one of them right now. So it's just a lovely journey to be able to meet so many great people through veganism. Definitely there are some older friends who, once I told them about veganism, they got it, they understood, and they moved with me. And there are some other friends who didn't get it, and I'm still working on them. And there are other friends who have isolated themselves from this, and it's such a big part of my life.
Socially, I was already kind of used to not fitting in with the masses, and so I already was like, yeah, this is it, and as soon as I changed my ways, I was just able to stand for something that I truly felt that was the right thing. And I've learned that it's about how you approach it. So I've been able to be in social circles, and everyone else will be eating different foods, not necessarily vegan. And I just can totally love and embrace my brothers and sisters, no matter what diet they're doing at that moment.
I would say that's one of the challenges associated with veganism, is learning how to come across to your friends in a non-abrasive manner. And I would say at first it may not be easy for everyone. If you live in a city where there's good social groups of other vegans, other like-minded individuals, it might come easier for you. I'm from a small town where there aren't really any other vegans. I went vegan when I was on a college cross-country team when none of my other teammates ate vegan or vegetarian. So I was a bit different at first, but if you stand firm in your beliefs, people will respect that. And if you're not a jerk to people, they'll respect you even more.
Whenever I tell people that I just eat fruits and vegetables, they're quite shocked and then ask me lots of questions, and usually I get a very positive response when I'm high energy and vibrant and sharing how much this lifestyle has changed my life and how passionate I am about the lifestyle, about fruits and vegetables and raw living and healthy living, and coming to a space where you're more in tune with your body and its natural rhythm.
There are friends who don't understand, but if you act confidently in who you are, they embrace you. And actually they ask you questions, and they also want to eat healthier, so that's a good thing.
Holidays, that's like holidays. And as I got older and I continued on with it, I don't get the jabs as much, and it's all in love. But that's like the social aspect that it affects me, is actually with my own family. It's just something you get to the point where no matter what, you take your own food. For holidays, there's really cool vegan restaurants in the city of Detroit, which is where I'm from, and they cater. Like you can order a Thanksgiving dinner, a Christmas dinner, and it's all vegan friendly. So at this point, 8 years in, I now know just to bring my own food to everything.
I haven't changed who I'm friends with in terms of my old friends. Kind of, make new friends but keep the old. One is silver and the other gold. I've made a lot of new friends. So it's affected me socially in that I've reached out in a big way. I've felt more like reaching out. As I feel more positive about myself and my life and my health, I've reached out more.
To be, more outgoing and to be able to meet more people when I come to events. Normally I don't really socialize with too many people that aren't into the lifestyle unless I'm at some kind of event. And I also talk to people and try to, do advocate work and try to get them to eat more plants.
Nowadays, just eating with people, with people that consume animal products is just, our conversation has changed now. They're always trying to, oh, sorry, sorry you can't have any of this steak, sorry you can't have any of these eggs, or whatever they're eating at the time.
The best thing is that you make friends, and you make friends with people who care about you and who want to help you in any way they can. That's probably the best part about being vegan to me, is actually meeting, just making friends and being able to know that you're not alone on this journey, to know that you have brothers and sisters that are there with you.
At the start, when I was vegan, there's always a point for everybody. If they're coming from eating more of a standard American diet, eating meat and dairy and eggs and a lot of processed foods, there's going to be a period of time where you have to figure out how to socially integrate your eating habits with the rest of the world, because the reality is most people eat food all day with very little thought about what that food is, how it was prepared, where it came from. And when you start to go vegan, you're more sensitive to those things. So socially at the beginning, I think it impacted my life a lot. I actually went vegan a week before starting my freshman year of college. And so that's a time when you're supposed to be social and experiment, and I was like delving into this new lifestyle that I had to figure out for myself. So I noticed I was spending a lot of time doing research, a lot of alone time, experimenting with different foods in my diet. But really it all depends on what type of vegan diet you're transitioning to. If you're someone that's very social and doesn't want to lose those deep social interactions like communal eating in restaurants, guess what? You don't have to. You can be vegan and eat at every single restaurant that you ate at before.
For some people it may be kind of weird where I live and the area where I am, but I think it's good because I spread it out. I don't have any problems with it.
It really encouraged me to meet more people, and people I really enjoy meeting. People that, you know, help you learn about yourself and about health and interesting things, learning to juggle, learning to do sports or build houses and plant food. So it's been a positive result on my social atmosphere.
Going out with friends and whatnot can be a bit more challenging. You know, if I go to a restaurant, I'll just get a little plain salad or whatever, but I've sort of built vegan groups and communities where we have potlucks back home, and here at the Woodstock Fruit Festival everybody's on the same page. So there's definitely been good and bad parts to that.
Being vegan definitely changes your social life, but I think it changes it for the better. We often end up in friendships that are rather unconscious. We just happen to live next to somebody, or we go to school with somebody and we're in a dorm room with them. And if you really look at most friendships, they're based primarily on proximity rather than on values. So when you become a vegan, a lot of your friends either feel threatened or they just take off, because when you first go vegan, you're a cheerleader and you proselytize and you tell everybody, you have to go vegan, and then you lose all your friends. And now you gotta find new ones. So you look for vegan friends. And you meet people that care, people that are compassionate, people that are interested in their impact, not just on themselves, but on their community, on their environment, on animals. And I love that. I love the relationships and the connections that I have now are deeper. They're more honest. They're more considered. We don't just ignore things. We don't put our heads in the sand. We have real, deep, honest conversations. So I love the community.
It definitely has had a big social impact on my life, and I'd say the biggest part would definitely be just going out and eating with everybody else, and like all my friends and all the people I used to know, they think of me as a meat eater, or they know me as that person. So, you know, they just want to give me meat and animal products, or there's the people that know I'm vegan, and then we go out to a meal and they're like, oh, sorry, you can't have any of this, or, you know, they really just kind of, oh, he's the vegan, you know, just kind of playing that card. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't bother me at all, because just for them to say the word vegan is just a huge step forward, just in them knowing what a vegan is. Because before I was like 25 or like 23, I mean, I knew what a vegan was, but I didn't understand like you could be healthy with it. And so I know when they see me and they're talking about it, it may be kind of joking or maybe in a negative way, but I don't take it that way. So it's okay, because as long as they're talking about it, it's just a good thing.
Even going out to restaurants or going to like Thanksgiving dinner with my family, luckily my aunts and uncles and all of them have actually made vegan alternatives for all the dishes that we normally make, like sweet potato and the mashed potatoes. They make me a section without the butter and the milk.
There's places I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go to certain restaurants. I don't want to go to a steakhouse. I don't want to do these things. So there are occasions where I might get invited along to something that I don't particularly want to go to. Depending on how I feel, I might go, I might not, but I don't really want to go there, and I don't feel like I miss out. All it means is that as I've went vegan, I've decided to create a new circle of friends, meet new people, make an effort to go to vegan groups and things like that and meet other friends.
Socially, I became more open. I used to be a real close person and overthink about things, and now I feel more open, and I attract more people, more good people to me, and my life has changed. I have a lot of very good people in my life now.
I think it cleaned up my friendship circle. So I think that people that aren't interested in living healthfully, like I run the No Meat Athlete Hartford division because I live in Connecticut right now, and like everybody I meet, I'm like, oh, a potential friend. You know, it just opens up the world, and the layer that is healthy, you know, active, conscious people that want to improve themselves.